music and solve crime by night as Danielle ate the sandwich. Today, we are doing a live concert and fundraiser for Ukulele Kids Club, and it's called Homemade Music. What I'm gonna do is play songs and teach you how to make homemade instruments so that you can shake, play, and jam along with me. So I'm gonna play a song first, but while I do, I encourage you to go around your house and try to find materials. I looked in the recycle bin for like an egg carton. This is from my frozen pizza. This is a paper towel roll, or you can use a jar that's empty. Anything with a lid that's empty is great. And then you can find some other things, small, teeny things like beans or rice or buttons or paper clips. And then general materials for constructing and decorating like tape and scissors and glue. There's a link to, in the description, there's a link to a more advanced material list if you're interested in making the instruments with me. So I'm gonna play a song that I wrote myself called Morning Glories. And while I do, please look around your house for things that you can use to shake and play along. Hi, Instagram. All the glowing morning glories and all the petals fallen, all the flowing roads to freedom and all the fools who sought 'em. I am one of those who became someone brave in the face of the storm. I am son of those who was waiting to hold the weight of the world. All the rolling highways scattered with glitter and with longing. All the cursive of your wording, it left a certain haunting. I am one of those who became someone brave in the face of the storm. I am one of those who was waiting to hold the weight of the world. I am one of those who became someone brave in the face of the storm. I am one of those who was waiting to hold the weight of the world. Take me to the bridge, Danielle. And it's a growing garden. It's an open drawer. It hits you like the crash of the feet tapping happy on the floor. All the mirrors that reminded are shattered at the framing. All the risers stacked with voices of all the morning glories. I am one of those who became someone brave in the face of the storm. I am one of those who was waiting to hold the weight of the world. One more time. I am one of those who became someone brave in the face of the storm. I am one of those who was waiting to hold the weight of the world. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. My name is Danielle, and we are here, of course, to raise money for Ukulele Kids Club. If you haven't heard of this organization, they are in the chat if you want to ask them questions, and on Facebook and Instagram. They are a 501c3 nonprofit that raises money so that they can donate ukuleles to hospitalized children and spread music therapy programs to teach kids the joy of music and ukulele. So obviously I'm a big fan of the organization. Facebook, I'm looking at Instagram. Instagram, I'm looking at Facebook. So if you have it in your heart to donate a little money, $5 goes a long way, $50 goes an incredibly long way. So please donate using the little tool on each of our social media networks. Thanks. Like I mentioned before, we are going to make some homemade instruments. So let's jump right in and make a toilet paper roll shaker. It's going to look like this. We're going to fill it with stuff so that when we shake it, it makes a fun sound. And while I do that, something I love to do is the donation link should be linked to at the top of the video, I hope. Sorry, toilet paper roll. So let me see if this works. This is my little craft station. So for this craft, we're gonna need a toilet paper roll and colorful paper. First, we're going to, I don't know how I'm gonna do this Instagram. What was I thinking? So first we're gonna trace a circle around the end of the toilet paper roll. Make 2 of them, 1 for each end. And it doesn't have to be nice. I'm not a perfectionist, and my professional life probably suffers because of it. And then draw 2 larger circles around that one that measures exactly like the end of the roll. And these, of course, are eyes and nothing else, right? This is a kid show. So then I just need you to cut around the larger circle. I'm not doing a good job. Thank you, by the way, for coming to fulfill my dream of having a craft show. So again, I didn't do a good job. I just cut around the circle. And now what I want you to do is create little slits with your scissor around the larger circle, not extending into that smaller one. And of course, there are more detailed instructions on my website. That link should be in the description on Facebook. Sorry, those of you who are not on Facebook. So this is what we've got, right? And what we want to do is place our circle around the end of our toilet paper roll and then fold it over. So those little slits just help us wrap around the end of the toilet paper roll a little easier. I'm gonna go over to this one that I already started and filled with paper clips because I liked the sound they made. Just some beautiful, colorful paper clips. And then I put that down and I just tape to give me a little foundation so that thing isn't wacky and flapping all around. And then when it's more in place, I do a nice job taping all around the edges. So what I recommend is, depending on the material you're using inside to shake, you might not need to tape the construction paper itself, but if you're using something that's kind of heavy duty and loud and feels like it's gonna break through the paper, I encourage that you just tape across the diameter, the circumference, basic high school geometry, to give this guy a little bit more foundation. So then you just need to decorate your toilet paper roll. I used some construction paper and this picture of a shop vac from a Uline magazine because I think vacuums are cool. And you can decorate it however you want. This is where your creativity comes into play. You can use markers just to color on the toilet paper roll, or stickers, whatever you want. And then when you're all done, you tape up the other end, of course. You make sure to trap your beans or your paper clips inside of the toilet paper roll. And then when you've got it all taped up, I am kind of a perfectionist about taping. I'm gonna mute my thing because so then it makes a nice little shaker. And now we're gonna talk a little bit about rhythm. So you're invited to play along with my next song, which has a great beat or rhythm. And it goes, the rhythm I want you to do is, so you can clap along if you don't have a shaker. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's kind of a complicated rhythm, but I bet you can do it. The song is called This Weather. Yeah, make sure to share the video, donate if you can, and I'm gonna play my next song. Hi guys, called "This Weather." So remember the beat: shake, 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 shake. Here's how we do it. Ready? Shake, 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 shake. This weather takes me back into your arms. This weather gives me something that I've lost. And I thought that I was different. Well, I thought that I had changed. But I'm standing here identical, only wearing different names. This weather drew a pattern on my hand. This weather touched my face all over town. And I thought that I was different. Well, I thought that I had changed. But I'm standing here identical, only wearing different names. This weather is harder to forget than other weathers in my life that I have met. And I thought that I was different. Well, I thought that I had grown. But I'm standing here identical, only wearing different clothes. Let me hear you shakers. Shake, 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 shake. All right. Well, I know it doesn't have to mean anything. Could be just another phone call from a friend. But I was born from a long line of women making big deals out of men. This weather brings a chill upon my shoulders. This weather takes me back under your covers. This weather comes and finds me in my sleep. This weather leaves me begging on my knees. And I thought that I was different. Well, I thought that I had changed. But I'm standing here identical, only wearing different names. And I thought that I was different. Well, I thought that I had grown. But I'm standing here identical, only wearing different clothes. This weather shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Big finish. Shake, 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 shake. All right. Hey, if you guys out there are actually making homemade instruments, I'd love for you to raise your hand and please take a picture and share it so me and Ukulele Kids Club can see. Let's make some more. We are going to now make a cardboard ukulele. I'm calling this a sophisticated craft. We're gonna need hot glue. This is a parental advisory craft. So we need a hot glue gun and we need cardboard, and we're gonna cut the cardboard, which can be kind of difficult. So what we have, again, there's a link to a template and instructions in the description of the video. There should be, I hope. Yeah, good. Okay, it's all working out. But I have this listed on my website if you follow that link. So this is the pattern piece that we are going to cut out and trace onto cardboard. Okay, this is on my website. If you're watching on Instagram, there's no link. I'm always talking about this link that's on Facebook. My website is danielleatethesandwich.com, and it's that first blog post if you want to find this cute pattern and make your cardboard ukulele. So the ukulele is going to look like this. And for it, we need cardboard, a few pieces of cardboard. I used a cereal box, Rice Krispies box, rubber bands or string, and scissors, hot glue, and I used a dark black marker to do these details. So let's learn how to make this sophisticated craft. What do you say? So I will turn to my, look at me, I'm a regular Cafe Lee Gifford. Let's go to the craft table. So here I've cut out that pattern piece template, and I've drawn one onto this cereal box. See, we eat great grains in this house. Thank you very much. We eat great grains. There's also a small rectangle that you're gonna wanna cut out. And then here's one that I've cut out, and I've cut the hole, this would be the sound hole of the ukulele, out of just one of the pieces. This will be the very top piece, and we'll leave the center in the other pieces so it looks like there's a little bit of depth, if that makes sense. Then you'll also cut out this small rectangle piece and fold it in half. This is a little more, you gotta trust your gut and just cut with your scissors 4 slits across the length of that folded rectangle piece. And I use my pencil to make those holes a little more defined so it's easier to stick something through. You might want to get like a big plastic needle or something that's a little bit sharper and has a nice point so you can help get through those holes, right? So I've already done this one side. We have 2 of these, one for the nut and one for the bridge. These are the parts of our ukulele. This would be the nut. That's where the strings kind of bridge across the top of the headstock. And then the bridge is down at the bottom of the ukulele. This is like ukulele anatomy. So what I did is cut my string. I'm using yarn for this one. And I cut it about the length of the ukulele because it's going to span the length of the body of the ukulele. So that's how long your string needs to be. Then I shoved one end of the yarn or string or rubber bands in through the folded slits that I cut with my scissors. Do you guys see how I did that? And then on this other end, I'm going to do the same. So my strings are a little uneven. I am going to give them a little haircut and make sure they're the same length. That'll help me. And we want these to be tight on the ukulele. Just like our real ukuleles, the strings are tight and have kind of a suspension, and that's where we get our pitch. That's where we get our musical notes. And you know, unfortunately, yarn doesn't have the same quality as a fluorocarbon ukulele string, but there is a little tapping sound and a little bit of noise that we can make with our homemade cardboard ukulele. Now I am a little bit of a perfectionist. I'm going to cut these tails down so they're not sticking out. So what we do once we stuff our strings in the end of one end of the, I'm going to call this the bridge, we go to our very dangerous and very hot glue gun and we shove some glue in there. And then we press it shut. We press it shut, everybody. So that glue entraps the edges of the string, of course. I might even do this. There's not a lot happening down there. Okay, this part is kind of hard. I'm gonna try to do it on live TV, folks. Everything I've worked towards in my life has come to this moment. So I'm gonna see if I can't, oh, you know what? I have some needles because I'm an advanced seamstress. So I'm just gonna save some time and thread it through the needle. They make plastic needles that are really helpful. The hard part about this is you wanna make sure that you're just shoving it through the right end. So a way to double check is to kind of go, okay, yeah, right side in, right side out. do it with all the 4 strings. The 4 strings of the ukulele that I play are G, C, E, and A, and I play a high G ukulele. How many of you guys out there play the ukulele? And do you know how it's tuned? Or do you play a high G or a low G? There are a couple different sizes of ukulele. I play a tenor. Concert is a very popular size, and the soprano is that teeny tiny one that you see. Those first songs I played on a baritone, which is the biggest of the ukulele family, and it's tuned like the top 4 strings of a guitar. So if you happen to know how to play the guitar, you might know how to play the baritone ukulele. So I've got these guys threaded through, and I'm going to pull them taut, make sure that I have the right space. So what I'm gonna do, I'm kind of a confident crafter. So I'm not gonna tie knots on this side. I'm just gonna glue them down. I'm just gonna trap these puppies with my very hot and dangerous glue gun again. If you are a kiddo, I do not give you permission to do this craft without your parents around or very heat safe gloves and a welding helmet to protect you. Then I'm just gonna cut those. This is also a great way to ruin your scissors, so please do not follow my lead on how to care for your. So here we go, the 4 strings of the ukulele. Pretty cool, right? Now, what I would advise, I'm not gonna do this just for time's sake, but I would advise now, cut out all the pieces of your ukulele. I did 2 for this one. It would be this one and this one that I traced on the cereal box. But you can do even more if you want it to be nice and thick. Or if you just have 1 piece of paper, that's all you got. That's great. That's a great start. So then glue all the pieces that you can. So this piece is nice and strong and supported. Then I'm going to start with the bridge, which is the part that is lower underneath the sound hole. I'm going to put a strip of hot glue. And this is something that you want to press and hold pretty tightly and make sure that it's nice and secure. Just to make sure that that doesn't rip off. That's this one right here. Do you see how this is all coming together? Hey guys, while I'm doing this, just to remind anybody who's just joining us, this is a live fundraiser for the Ukulele Kids Club. That's why I'm making this homemade ukulele so that you guys can jam along. The Ukulele Kids Club gives real instruments to kids who have been hospitalized and are going through rough health times to spread them a little joy and a little music. And this year they donated their 10,000th ukulele. So your donations are going to a great cause in spreading the love of music and the ukulele around the country and other countries. What do we got? We got United States, Canada, Czech Republic, France, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Taiwan, and the United Kingdom are all some of the places that their program reaches. So let's continue gluing. We're going to glue the nut at the top of right about where the headstock meets the fretboard, and do the same thing. Glue and press. And this one you want to hold and make sure it's nice and secure. You want your ukulele strings to be taut. And then, you know what? I don't get much sound from this one because it's not super supported. So do you see that? I need something behind it. So when I pluck, it needs to be nice and tight and nice and supported. So thick cardboard is great. For this one, I used 3 pieces of cardboard from a Rice Krispies box. And I used rubber bands, which were easier to stretch and suspend. So this is a craft that takes a little while longer. I'm going to give you some time to work on that and play a few songs while you continue crafting. If you're confused, there's a template to these crafts on my website. And we are here, of course, for Ukulele Kids Club, who gave me the opportunity to have my own craft show today on the internet. So we're thankful. Here's a song called El Paso, written by me. Oh, El Paso, I have ridden on your highway curves. shaker on this one. I have the strangest itch on my nose and I must stop. Oh, El Paso, I ate 2 corn dogs at a Wiener Schnitzel. And I have watched your infomercials that threaten bigger muscles to those who stay up late enough to order. Oh, El Paso, won't you save a place for a girl like me? I have sung my golden melodies with the best man that I know. Oh, El Paso, 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 oh, El Paso. Oh, El Paso, won't you save a place for a girl like me? I am awful glad to leave you, sad to have known you, and happy to have had your company. Alright, that's a little song about El Paso, Texas, played on my concert ukulele. So if you are playing along at home on your homemade instruments, please send us a picture. We would love to see it. Thank you so much for donating. I see we raised some money on Facebook and Instagram. That's so amazing, you guys. I'd love to make $500 if we can. I don't know if we can. I think we can, can't we? Can't we? We're playing music, we're having fun. Okay, here's another song I wrote called The Terrible Dinner Guest. Me as Danielle, a person and an artist, I always want to support our feelings, our true feelings as individuals. So if you ever feel mad, happy, or sad, I get it. I feel all those things too. And this is a song I wrote about feeling shy. And somehow, and feeling shy and kind of angry and wishing how I would have acted more calm and more respectful. It's called The Terrible Dinner Guest. The closet coats hung safe in quieter places. The chicken was silent in its cooking glazes. My tongue was heavy and hiding in the back of its cage. I'm scavenging cabinets to make conversation. I'm looking under couch cushions for sophistication. I thought I had taste, but I don't even know what time it is. Oh, ooh, I got soul, but you never know. If you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest. Well, I am a middle school boy at the sock hop. I'm clinging to walls to avoid any small talk. I'm only here with my hair combed because my mother made me. Though the words crossing tables were soft and engaging, I couldn't quite rouse myself to the occasion. Put a note on my list to learn more talking points about organic gardening. Ooh, I got soul, but you never know. If you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest. Oh, if I could only understand, oh, your literary references, I'd be spinning tables round the room. If only I could think one thing to prove. Ooh, I got soul, that But you'd never know, never know, never know if you were stuck across the table from me, across the table on the terrible dinner guest. Ooh, I got soul, but you'd never know if you were stuck across the table from me, the terrible dinner guest. All right, thank you so much. Hey, usually we do an applause word. Since I can't hear your applause, I ask you to come up with a word that you can all type when I do something that pleases you, or you want to applause or encourage. So anybody can type the funniest word they can think of, you know, jicama, or what's a funny word? Spaghetti is one of my favorite words. And then we can type that to do a little silent applause since we're online instead of in person. I also made this sign and I forgot to show it, but fill it with beans. If you're sitting at home and want to make one of these shakers or instruments, a great thing to do is just grab some beans and put it in a thing. This is just like a little bag I got with my eyeglasses, and this, you could just shake this. Looks great when you shake it. You could also just put it in like a Ziploc bag, some beans, makes a cool noise. So you probably have stuff at your house that can make some noise, even if it doesn't feel like you have a lot of crafty supplies, all right? So when in doubt, fill it with beans. When in doubt, fill it with beans. Snickerdoodle. I saw someone on Facebook, my new friend Susan, wrote snickerdoodle. So snickerdoodle is our applause word. I love it. I love it. I love it. Snickerdoodle. Okay, how about I play one more quick song and then we will make a flute. Oh no, let's make the flute. We're here to make instruments. So the flute uses plastic straws. I used these. Sometimes you get these with, you know, your fast food meals. And obviously throwing these away are dangerous for the environment, but sometimes you just have these sitting around. So these are bendy straws, plastic straws. This one's pretty simple. All you do is line them up in a row. It doesn't have to be perfect because we can cut them down later. And then we tape them so they're in a flat row. I trap them between my fingers like this. And then tape around them, kind of like they're all standing in a line, like a little barbershop quartet. Wrap it around. I'm gonna tape one more time just to make sure they're secure. And then the cool thing about these is that if you cut them to different lengths, I'm gonna cut one straight across the top so we get a nice even thing out the top. But if we cut the bottom different lengths, that will make different sounds when we blow into the straw. So I'm just gonna kind of guesstimate, cut this one the shortest, and then do a little stair step to make the next one a little longer. Again, if you're not advanced with scissors, ask your parents for help. This does not have to be perfect either, you guys. If you mess up, you can just work your way up. So now we have this staggered distance straw. So to blow, if you guys play the flute or the clarinet or the trumpet even, we talk about embouchure. That's how we hold our mouths. It's not like a direct, like, not like you are sucking. You kind of hold it on the edge of your lips. Can you hear that? It's a nice gentle sound, but you can hear the different pitches. Not bad, right, for a homemade instrument? So this is one I made earlier, and I wrapped string around it and then glued some pom-poms to the end. I was kind of trying to simulate a pan flute, which is what this instrument reminds me of, the pan flute. So there you go, that's how you make a paper flute. And what I want to ask you to do now is play your flute along with me while I play the cover of Rockin' Robin. This song is about a bird, so I thought the flute was a great instrument to kind of simulate a bird singing in a tree. What do you guys think out there? Snickerdoodle if you're into it, all right? And make sure to donate if you haven't already. This is a fundraiser for Ukulele Kids Club, an amazing organization that through ukuleles and the support of music therapy gives the gift of music for life. That was so obvious that I read that off the paper, wasn't it? It's so nicely written though. I'm going to do it even a little more dramatically. Through ukuleles and support of music therapy, Ukulele Kids Club gives the gift of life. Gives the gift of music for life. I messed it up. There's more information on Ukulele Kids Club on their Facebook page, their Instagram page, or on their website. And, you know, here is Rockin' Robin. So play along with your flutes at home, please. Here's Rockin' Robin. He rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and a-bopping and singing his song. All the little birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweedledee. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. Woo! Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree, the wise old louse, the big black crow, flapping their wings, singing go bird go. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweedledee. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. Well, pretty little raven at the bird bandstand told them how to do the bop, and it was grand. Started going steady and bless my soul. He hop the buzzard and the oriole. He rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and a-bopping and singing his song. All the little birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, let me hear your straws. Rockin' Robin's tweet, tweedledee. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. I can't be my own accompaniment. What am I thinking? Pretty little raven at the bird bandstand told them how to do the bop, and it was grand. They started going steady and bless my soul. He hop the buzzard and the oriole. He rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and bopping and singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweedledee. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. One more time, hey. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. I need it one more time, everybody. Blow rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock tonight. Woo! All right. Please, again, if you're playing homemade instruments, let us know and tag a picture. Snickerdoodle, of course. Snickerdoodle. So here's a little more about Ukulele Kids Club. They provide ukuleles. They donate them to children who have been hospitalized and provide music therapies to give the kids a little education onto how to play the ukulele. They also are doing a new program to provide support to children and families once they're back at home, where they might not receive the same attention and care that they had when they were in the hospital. So they're also offering UKC at home these days. And I mentioned this earlier, but this is really phenomenal. This year they donated their 10,000th ukulele. That's just kind of amazing to me. I imagine 10,000 kids in a room with 10,000 ukuleles just smiling and singing, and that makes me really happy. I love the ukulele. I'm a singer-songwriter, ukulele player. I also play the guitar, but the ukulele has brought so much joy into my life, and so I'm happy to be here playing music and raising money for Ukulele Kids Club. Please check them out and follow them online. They do lots of concerts and fundraisers and amazing events around the country and worldwide. So what do we got next? Let's make a plate tambourine. This one, it uses paper plates, which I just had some sitting in my house. We have just a few paper products for if we have a birthday party or something. So I'm gonna grab two, that was one of my jingly things. I'm gonna grab 2 plates and I'm gonna put them curved side out. Do you know what I mean? So we can trap jingly things. I'm calling these materials jingle things. Paper clips would be good for these. Metal would be good for this. And if you actually happen to have jingle bells, oh my goodness. This is to simulate a tambourine. So I liked the tone of the sound these buckles made. And I'm gonna trap them inside my plate and simply tape around it. This you might need to tape a few places just so those little guys don't sneak out. And then this is a really fun one to decorate because you've got that nice white surface. One of the things I did to decorate was I do this thing where I draw somebody famous without looking, and it kind of creates like a cool, weird art look. You're never gonna guess what celebrity that was. It doesn't look anything like it. It was supposed to be Owen Wilson. Maybe the nose, maybe. But just to demonstrate that, I'm gonna draw Dolly Parton without looking. I do have a picture of, I look at a picture of them and then no, I'm gonna draw myself without looking because I can see myself in so the trick to, you're drawing, but you're not looking at the paper. That's what you're not looking at. So here I go, I'm gonna draw myself. And I try to do it all in one pen stroke so I don't lift up my pen. This is something that looks cool that you don't actually have to be good at drawing. It actually looks kind of cooler the more you don't draw well, which are a great craft to have. Oh, I gotta get my dimples, my hair, and my flower pin. Oh my gosh. So that's what mine looks like. That kind of looks like a murderer. Kind of looks like my grandma, actually. I'll take it. It's kind of funny and weird, and then I color in certain dots. So what that sounds like when we shake it, I didn't tape well enough. One of my jingly things fell out. That's kind of loud. I apologize, parents, if any of your kids are making instruments here and then they're just making noise all day. I love noise, so go get them, kids. Drive your parents crazy. Danielle ate the sandwich, gave you permission. Let's see. I'd love to play a song I wrote recently called Await a Wall. And I love writing music, and this one was actually commissioned, and it was intended to be inspired by a large scale mural, a big painting painted on the side of a building in Flint, Michigan. And so there's more information on what the mural looks like and the project itself. It's called Flint Mural Plays, but I wrote this song inspired by that painting. It's kind of a cool way to get inspiration. If you like to write songs or write stories, you can look at a picture and try to imagine what's happening. So that's what I did for this song. It's called Await a Wall. I had a dream that I was floating above everything, even though my feet were on the ground. I had a dream that I could speak the things that always seem to wait on the tip of my tongue. There's a weight and a wall, and I won't stop for no one. And all the lists of things I swore I'd do before my time was up were already done or started. And all the birds that were afraid of me for things that I once did said forgiven and forgotten. There's a weight and a wall, but I won't stop for no one. Bang those tambourines. Sounds good out there. I wanna live inside a space where all the patterns and the shapes make up the sounds of ourselves sordid. Isn't it a thrilling thing to be true and honest? And with the force the wind obeyed and glazed the face of frozen lakes on a winter morning. And every single thing I wondered about my biology became subsequently boring, and the clouds just hung around. But I'm not gonna stop for anyone. Let me hear your tambourines. Here I go. Here I go. There's a weight and a wall, but I won't stop for no one. Snickerdoodle, snickerdoodle. All right. Thank you so much. That's a new original song of mine. My name is Danielle Ate the Sandwich. I am a singer and songwriter. I live in Kansas City, Missouri right now, and I love to write songs of my own. I teach at ukulele festivals, and I make YouTube videos. So if you like what you hear today, please go to my website, danielleatethesandwich.com, and check out some more about me. You can even download my videos, download my songs, see my videos, and buy some of my CDs or merchandise if you're interested. So we made all these instruments today, and now I would like to try to play an improvised song using all of our instruments. Okay, so I'm going to use a looping pedal and a microphone. Everybody ready? Get ready for the song. I'm going to sing it with my heart, and you can sing along. Wow, it's already going so well. So what do we have? We have the shaker. Everybody at home who's got their shaker, shake. We've got our cardboard ukulele. Everybody at home who's got their cardboard ukulele can slap along. We've got our tambourine full of jangly things. And we've got our straws. I also have my favorite voice of all, which is my singing voice. So I'm going to use all these things to create a song. I'm going to start with this ukulele. So I'm going to maybe call it Fill It With Beans. If that's cool with you guys. This new improvised song is called Fill It With Beans. I like putting down that rhythm first. I'm a sip. This kind of sounds like rain. I like it. Here we go, flute. I'm gonna do that again. Okay, here we go. We got our song. I wanna fill it with beans, if you know what I mean. I wanna fill it with beans, if you know what I mean. Oh, 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 oh. Let's see if I can get that in. Oh, Yes, I do, baby. I wanna fill it with dreams. Yes, I do, honey. I wanna fill it with dreams. I wanna play a solo on my straw flute. Break it down now. I wanna fill it with dreams. Come on. If you know what I mean. I want you at home to donate to Ukulele Kids Club. If you know what I mean. Come on, baby. Oh, alright. Oh, come on. Okay, making history. You guys, this is what I get to do for my job. It's not all bad. My room is full of paper and glue and instruments, and I get to sing silly songs about beans on the internet. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna do one more song. Thank you for attending. Thank you to those of you who donated. It's so amazing. It looks like we've raised 160 on Facebook. I was hoping we could get to 500. I'm not sure how much we raised on Instagram. But if you guys have any extra change laying around, any extra digital Bitcoin laying around, and you can donate some money to this organization, it goes a long way. Again, the Ukulele Kids Club provides instruments for kids who have been hospitalized to give them a little light and music and joy while they're going through a hard time. And I love the ukulele, and the more people that have them, I feel like will make the world a better place, most likely. So donate if you can, and find out more about Ukulele Kids Club on their website and by following their social pages. They post great information about the work they're doing there. I'm Danielle Ate the Sandwich. I'd also love for you to follow me online or check out my website, danielleatethesandwich.com. So this last song I'm going to play is called Faith in a Man. This one's a great one to use any of the instruments on, but I especially think the tambourine would go really well. The chord progression sounds like this. So I would go like this with my tambourine. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Work on those offbeats, kids. 2 and 4. Remember that. That's something we learn often late in life, but it's a good skill to have. 2 and 4. Okay. Here we go. Faith in a Man. This is an original song by me, Danielle Ate the Sandwich. Thank you so much for attending today and having a great time with us as we raise money for Ukulele Kids Club. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Headed south on roads paved by man, we make our way furiously over steel built to rise above all the God-given glory of the world. I put my faith in a man, I put the tools to build the trust I had for him in his hands. All this stony carved, gonna tell our stories. I put my faith in a man. Woo. We arrive at the mountain tall, with peaks as wide as a bird's wings. Arches form back to hold the walls. Gravity is nothing more than what we've lost. We should have gone instead to Nineveh. Jonah knows the belly of the beast is cold. Still we drive through on a ride, and all the cars are dizzy dancing chorus lines. I put my faith in a man. Tools to build the trust I have for him in his hands, and all this stony car gonna tell our stories. I put my faith in a man. Oh, the bridges stand for me because I put my faith in a much, guys. Remember, I am one of those who was waiting to hold the weight of the world.